Yeah. Uh, in talking about that period, it was rich in, as she said, the arts. And these things existed in Harlem, but then the whole world was looking at it. It was looked at and celebrated in an expansive way. And you know, as we said, I think his work is about celebrating life as has been said. You celebrate what you've been given, and you fully celebrate it. And so we celebrate music. You hear music, you move. It's just part of living and part of life, especially in the African American community. I believe in all communities. We celebrate through movement. Someone gets married, we do something, you move. And so it was a big part of our cultural life. And so I'm thinking, okay, how do we tell this story? And there were lots of rich dances going on at that time, because we're talking about from the 20s, and I believe he died in the 40s. He 43, he lived a short life. But he had such a zest for life. So the 20s, you know, we have the Charleston. Then as we move on, and in that Charleston, there's certain vocabulary that we can do, you know. There's the loose Charleston, there's the stomp Charleston. Then it moves on to swing, once we're starting to get to the 30s and the 40s. Partnered swing and movements of the swing period, like pecking and trucking and, you know, Charleston. I did say Charleston. And then there's tap dancing of that time. And so you'll see, we used elements, bits and pieces of all those things. I want to say, like, there was also a dancer called Earl Snakehips Tucker. And he used they said he moved like a snake. And in the dance, we sort of give tribute to that with a solo that Chris does. And all these dances of that time sort of influence how we've got to the dances we've come to today. I look at, there's some footage of Snake Hips on YouTube. And when I look at the movements, I've done a couple Fosse shows in my past as a dancer. And I see the influence of how they're using the hips and moving around, thinking, wow, I see that influence in Fosse's work today. And then Fosse's work has influenced artists of today. So it's a circular thing, you know. But most importantly, we wanted to capture how people moved to celebrate life. You know, whether it's a happy celebration or sometimes a serious celebration. How they moved at a rent party. And how do we tell that story? Not so much that it's a chorus line, but how real people moved to tell stories.